The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizuche and Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Daniels. And it's Barlow in at the one spot.
Really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
And the shot is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Young, no good. To the inside. Here's Morant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Here's Daniels. Misses the layup. Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And that one drops for him. Morant's got 8 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And KD picks one up. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oh, that's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Off the inbound. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Young fires away from outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Morant. Pass to Bain. Back to Clarke. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Rebounded by the Hawks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Young, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Hawks. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Barlow. And he converts the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and Coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And the dunk by Rizuche.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Tries to save it. Fast break, the Hawks. From downtown. And it's Rizuche missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Pass to Bain. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 14.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Pass to Barlow. And he dunks it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Morant throws it down.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Here's Johnson. It's Clarke with the rebound. Clarke's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Young. He's got 5. Shoots over Morant. Here's Barlow. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Young's shot is good.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young with no one around. Again, Young missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Loads it up there for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple. Launches a 3. A shot off that time. And so it's Memphis. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Clarke is out there with Desmond Bane. And there's Jackson. Then there's Edey. And it's Morant in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis leading by 11. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Niang in the corner. Daniels. To the middle. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's LeVert. Here's Capella. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clarke's got his 5th rebound in this one. Grant. And he banks in the layup. 30 points for Ja Morant.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks making a change here. Buffkin's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Capella, the pass to man. Here's LeVert. Hawks passing it around. And it's blocked. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Stolen. Man with it. Now defended by Bane. Man passes to Niang. Here's Buffkin. Drains it from beyond the arc. Buffkin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. And the 3-ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 15. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Man can't hit. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant drives in. And the layup is good. Bane's got 5 now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Pippen's checked in for Memphis. Young outside to stop the run. And the jumper is good. He's got 10.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dyson Daniels checked in for Karis LeVert. Memphis leading by 17. And let's get an update on Ja Morant's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. Well, guys, it could have been much worse. It's a shoulder bruise, and it's aching a bit by the looks of things.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it, as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Beyond the arc. A rebound by Johnson. The Hawks trail by 20. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And this past offseason, Stan, was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Young for three. It's good from long range. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Bain passes to Aldama. Atlanta with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Yeah, you wish you found these buckets every possession. Right under the hoop with little to no resistance.
Bain kicks to Clarke. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Basket, good. Clarke's got 7 points.
And I love that range there from Clarke. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
Pass to Bain. Here's Edey, defended by Young. Aldama with the ball. Clarke for three. That shot misses. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Then it's Daniels, and it's Young, and it's Barlow in at the point.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Here's Aldama. He's covered by Daniels. And that one's good by Clarke.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Rizachet wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires from the wing. No good from Clarke.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to Daniels. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Johnson dishes to Daniels. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Daniels has got his second bucket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity, they got to show some fight.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Shea. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Clarke for three. No good on that one.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Stan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27 and 55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level, undeniable.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Jackson kicks to Clarke. This one for 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Shea, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clarke.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Aldama finds Clarke. Arlo grabs the rebound. The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Shea. Young against Jackson. Here's Shea. The 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Shea's got 9 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Clarke for 3. Aldama with the ball. Launches it. They get it back. And there's the call on Shea. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Clint Capella.
1:35 left in the third quarter. Clarke for 3. Good on the triple. Clarke's got 20 points.
Man, if Clarke ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Shea with it. He's against Clarke. Count it.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And the Grizzlies leading by 18. For the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Bain with it. He's picked up by Shea. Here's Clarke. Count it. Good. And now it's up to 25 points for Brandon Clarke. The Hawks trail by 21. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Daniels, defended by Aldama. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Clarke for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Daniels. He has 6. Pass to Shea. The tray. It's up a 3. And so it's Memphis taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Santi Aldama, Edey out there with Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clarke. And it's Bane in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Pass to Edey. Jackson dishes to Clarke. Fires the 3. Here's Edey. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarke's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Grizzlies. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to LeVert. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Clarke for 3. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. And with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 21. LeVert with it. Guarded down by Jackson. And it's good for 2.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Here's Clarke. Sinks that one from the post. Clarke's got 8 points in the quarter.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. LeVert, the pass to Mann, fires for 3. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Shot from 12. Out to Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. 32 points for Ja Morant.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clarke there proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Mann. Now Niang. Young up top. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
On its way from Clarke for 2. And he recovers it. In the corner, it's Bane. Tries again, and Clarke puts it in. Clarke's got 35.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Young. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
LeVert, chalk up 2 there. 6 points for Karis LeVert.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Clarke outside, launches it from deep. The rebound by Young.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Brandon Clarke.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
A three-pointer, no good. So it's Atlanta now. Man in the corner. Atlanta again missing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Clarke. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Clarke's got 43 points. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now LeVert. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Morant against Young. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the side. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.